Welcome to Transparent Tuesday on EME. I am your host for Tuesdays. I am Alexis K, and I am, your sister in Christ on these Tuesdays that's gonna talk about a few things and have a few heart-to-heart conversations with you all, if that's okay with you. And I think we're gonna start calling Transparent Tuesday the day in which we let a little light in. You know the song, This Little Light of Mine, Let It Shine. Well, we just gonna let a little bit of the light in so that we have something to shine. And I hope that's okay with you all. So we're in the new year, and our theme for this month happens to be renewal. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I thought about renewal, and I said, Lord, how can I be honest with my brothers and sisters about renewal? And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I'm gonna let y'all in my secret. I can't stand renewing my registration for my car. I can't stand it, y'all. I can't stand it. The Lord say obey the law of the land, but this is one of the law of the land that I really I hate, because I'm usually late. I'm always late for my registration renewal, always. And when I say always, I do mean always, y'all. And I'm just always so frustrated, because I'm like, oh man, the date is coming, or the date comes so quickly, and then I'm scrambling. And I started thinking about that, and I said, you know what, Lord, that's probably a little piece of why all of us have a hard time when it's time for renewal, when it's time for you to do something different in our life, when it's time for us to do something different or to move forward. There's something new that you're doing. We are often late. We're late to our renewal processes. We're late to when God is trying to renew that ministry in us, renew our marriage, renew the relationship with our church or with our family members, when he's trying to renew the right spirit in you when it comes to your job. That we're often late. That because we get busy and we get distracted, because that's what's happening to me with my car registration. I get distracted. I have other things going on. I know there's a time period that's coming where I'm going to need to renew, but I'm busy. My brain is in a few other places, and then when the time comes, I'm not ready. And it's the same thing when God comes to us, where he speaks to us and he's telling us it's time for a renewing phase in your life, or whatever that looks like. We're usually late to it. And when we're late to things, it causes us to be anxious. It causes us to scramble. And I think that we have to remember that we're always in a constant need, in a constant state where we're going to need to be renewed. And if we continue to remember that, okay, Lord, I know that there's something new that you're going to birth in me. There's something new that you want me to do. There's a process that you want me to refresh, and I'm aware and I'm thinking on that. Then we won't be so shocked when God presses it on us to do something new, or when somebody tells you, it's about time that you get back to that, or it's about time you refresh that, or it's about time you just go ahead and let that go and go for something fresh, that we won't be so shocked. And I thought about Ephesians 4:22 through 24, that says to put off your old selves, which belongs to your former manner of life, and is corrupt through deceitful desires, and to be renewed in the spirit of your minds, and to put on the new self, created after the likeness of God in true righteousness and holiness. Simply put, if we're always aware that we don't always think and move and breathe with the Spirit of Christ, that we should, but we don't always, if we keep that in our mind, then we're going to have this constant thought of putting on, this constant thought that I need to make an action in some direction. And that direction is probably not what I'm already doing, that it's going to be a shift and a change. That if we keep that thought process, then we won't be late when it's time to renew. We won't be scrambling when it's time to refresh. So I love you all. I pray that the Lord presses it upon your heart to keep an active mind about where you need to refresh and where you need to pivot, so that you're not late. We're right here in 2023. So if you feel like you're late, you missed it. The year has come and it hit you. You're not too late to keep going. And if the year didn't hit you hard at all starting off, then good. But keep the thought process. Lord, where can I refresh? Lord, where can I do a little bit better? Lord, where can I rebirth something? And you'll never be late to your renewal. Love you all. See you next Tuesday.